Okay, by now I think most of the serious players in Upland have tried planting seeds and found that while it's actually a nice thing, and I actually like it too, but it's making our properties look better, but it's also very time consuming. The way things are at the moment, it takes a long time to plant, just even a few seeds. And I'm hoping that at some point Upland will fix that, but they've got a lot on their plate. They have been doing a lot. Like most of us are very happy with the changes that have been coming, but some things, they're taking far too much of our time. So this is something that I worked on with the help of Claude and Gemini. Um, I have some of you. I don't know if anybody follows me or not, but I have another extension called the Clipboard Manager, the Upland Clipboard Manager, and it allows me to copy addresses from Upland. Like those of you who have ever tried, if once the property card comes up, you cannot copy the address or the state of this property. The little card that pops up is protected, and you can't copy anything from it. So my extension allows you to find the address on this and then add it to a clipboard, essentially a 5-item clipboard. So if I were to press save right now, it pops into the first line. If I were to, I'm going to do this twice just to show you something else that happens, but if I press save again, it just continues to populate the list. So now I have this address with and without the state in it. And if you were to plant a seed, this is normally what you would do. You would click the three buttons down at the bottom, go to Assets, scroll across till you get to Seeds, then select the one you want. I'm going to type in lawn grass because I want to plant some lawn grass. Then I would need to enter the address. And right now the address that I want to enter is this property right here, but I can't tell what that address is. There's no way for me to find out unless I've previously written it down. And this is kind of what this is for. If I just paste that address into that slot, you'll see that it comes up with the address for me. I didn't have to remember anything or do anything or whatever. The reason why I copied this twice is to show you that for some search features in Upland, you only want the street address, and that's what this is. It just wants the blue address. It doesn't want the state or the country. And in this case, if I were to paste in this, like the full address with the state, it doesn't find it. It's still the same address. If I delete the state, it now pops up. And this is why I removed the state from the original thing. But anyways, once you're done, you press select, and now you're at the stage where you're going to move your little seed around and eventually plant it. So once I planted that, I would press the green check mark and I would say, yes, that's where I want to put it, but I'm not going to put it there. So then I would have to go back. I would be back at this state, and I would have to go through the whole process again of assets and seeds. And so, there's a lot of button clicking, which if you're trying to plant a lot of grass, you're going to be unhappy by the time you're done. So this is essentially what the extension I've just created does. It basically does all of the button clicking for you. I don't think it's gonna harm the Upland terms of service at all, because it's not injecting any code. It's just button clicking, and it's not really speeding up anything that you're not going to win any contests because you planted grass faster. Not to my knowledge, anyways. But the idea is that it takes away the grunt work and allows you to do just the moving around. So what I'm going to show you is the method that it's using at the moment. It's very, very basic at the moment. I'm thinking I could make it work a little bit better, but it's likely that Upland will change how this all works soon. I am pretty sure that they're seeing that it's taking us far too long to do this, and I imagine they're going to change how it's done if they haven't already. They just haven't released it. So this thing that I've made may not be useful in a week or two. Who knows? Or it may be useful for a year. I no idea. So, anyways, the thing that I'm going to do is copy this. I'm just going to Control C. If I were to make this other extension useful, I would probably add it to this, and then I wouldn't have to do the copying. It would just already be there. So I'm going to close this window and now pop open this one. And this is the thing that I was talking about. The seed, you're going to have to know the name of the seed. And you don't have to type it all in. Like if you just typed in lawn, at the moment it will find lawn grass because there is only one seed that begins with the word lawn. If you were to do rose, it's going to come up with all of the roses, and it may actually give you the wrong one. So you would need to know the complete name of the seed that you're trying to plant. The property address, it's already there, but I copied it from the other extension, and this is what it is. What's happening is that it's basically keeping this in memory so that you don't have to remember it. I have a little speed ramp for how fast it'll run. And the idea for this is that some people have internet connections that are quick and others have slow ones. If you had a very slow internet connection, the extension isn't waiting for something to happen. It just does it at timed intervals. So if your internet connection is slow, this app doesn't know anything about that. It just waits a certain amount of time and tries. If it runs into a problem, it tries 2 more times, and if it still doesn't work, then it gives up. And so when I push this auto plant seed button, what will happen is that it will click on this and do all of the other button pushing for me. I don't have to do anything. And I'm going to hold my hands up so you can see that I'm not doing anything. I'm going to run it at slow so you can see a little bit better as to what's going on. But all it's going to do is do all the button clicking, and then when the search window for the seed comes up, it'll put that in there. And then when the search window for property address comes up, it'll put that in there. And it'll then allow me to move the seed to wherever I want to and go on from there. So I'm pressing the button now, and my hands are not doing anything. It's doing all this automatically. And there it is. So now I have this little plot of lawn grass that I can move to wherever I want. I'm not going to place it there, but if I were to place it there, I would basically go back to this state. This would be once I'm done planting, this is what I end up with. If I wanted to do another one, I will get it so that this will stay open all the time, but I would just push the button again, and I'm going to speed it up to normal this time. Actually, I'll go to fast and we'll do it a little bit quicker. So auto plant seed. So again, it's just putting all the stuff in the windows and clicking all the buttons for me. So that's it. And I will plant this one just so you can see. I mean, I'm sure most of you know what goes on, but this is something I have trouble with too, is that the coarseness of the snap is not great enough yet. I think it's snapped to the edge of the grass here, it seems to be, but it also seems like there's a second snap here sometimes as well. And I don't know why that is, but anyways, it looks like that's where I want it to go. And so I'm going to press OK, confirm that. And now we're back to basically the default state. I then would have to go back to clicking the 3 buttons at the bottom, 3 dots at the bottom, and so on. But with this, I just auto plant the seed, and again, it just rips through it and gets me to the point where I'm ready to plant the next one. So it's taking away all the button pushing is basically what it's doing. And I'm sure, like I said, at some point, Upland's going to change this so that we'll be looking at a completely different user interface to place the seeds. But until that happens, I'm speeding it up myself. So if you're interested in this, let me know. It's not in the store. I wasn't planning on putting it in the store, but if there's enough interested in it, I could finish it, make it, either there on its own or make it part of my clipboard manager. I'm not sure which. But this is how I am speeding up planting seeds. Thanks for watching.